Inside Takugawa's mansion, Orochi Doppo is saying. They all lost in a matter of seconds? Then the karate master laughed out loud. He continued. The Rikishi use real sumo. Average fighters up against them. Couldn't do a damn thing. And they weren't quite average fighters at that. Now, I'd like to reaffirm everyone's intentions. We'll give the invincible Grand Sumo one hell of a jolt. That thought is. Then Baki raised his hand. Baki-san? Give them a hell of a jolt? It's the highest class brand in the fighting world. That I get to face off against Grand Sumo. That's something I'm plenty grateful for. But giving a hell of a jolt to that group of geniuses. Grand Sumo, where you wore a Yokozuna, definitely isn't so soft that they'd let you get away with insulting lines like that. Shibakawa-san. You've had an awfully pleased look on your face for a while. Ah. Well. You seem happy. Aiki is going to be tested. It is? You mentioned that the other day as well. The small want to beat the big. Aiki is the technique, born of the ardor of the shrimpy. If I, the genius Shibakawa, am special in some way, it's that you don't have Aiki. And that Aiki will be tested. By taking on that symbol of power called the Rikishi. It will be tested. Our genius will be tested. And the genius of us laymen will be tested. And we're looking forward to it. We now move on inside a certain hospital. 40 days ago. Shinogi Kariha is saying. We have been awaiting you. Umezawa-sensei. Since the anti-Boryakuten law came into force, smash and slash violence has vanished. Even in Shinjuku. Seen more than 2 months go by. Since I last had a patient with an arm hacked off. Ha. Oh, it never ends. I couldn't sleep last night. Takes nothing short of a connection for me to be able to set an example for you. I intend to learn much from this opportunity. How flattering. Hearing that from Shinogi Kariha. Is this a pro wrestler? Huh? A karate instructor? He's definitely linked with karate. Where's the arm we're connecting? Oh. Another meaty one. Huh? A Chinese man's? No. No issue there. It's a human arm, isn't it? Scalpel. The basics are the same. The key is in the suturing. I'll connect the thick vessels. The thinner vessels. The nerves. Then the skin. He's so quick with it. It's like watching a master chef prepare food. Time will tell whether the sutures are accepted or rejected. The first functional connection is complete. It'll take a number of days before it functions. But my end of the work was successful. Will he be able to do karate again? Hey, come on. My job's just a connection. Making it into an arm for karate is this kiddo's job. Some spirited faces you got. Now, you'll go on to be able to do this again. Then they all bowed to him. Kariha then said. Thank you for this lesson. He is truly a connector. Orochi Katsumi's martial arts have connected. Then we see Katsumi looking at his new arm. He is thinking. This is. Then he remembered the doctor's words. Though human all the same. Yours is a stranger's body. You'll have trouble for a while. With a feeling of incongruity. I also treated that down to the wrist cut. Be sure to get along now. Thank you so much. That feeling I should have. That feeling of incongruity he told me I would have. I don't have it. Not yet. Then Katsumi unleashed a strong punch. He then thinks. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing even resembling a feeling of incongruity. It's like I've had it from birth. There's such a sense of unity. I feel a debt to the right arm I lost. All of a sudden, an image of Retsu patted him on his shoulder. Katsumi shivered. When he quickly looked behind him, there's no one there. We now move on somewhere in the streets of Tokyo. We can see two guys having a street fight with each other. Then suddenly, the great Hanayama Kaoru appeared behind them. He then said. Don't stop. Keep going. We were kind of. Mostly. Is that so? Okay. Coming through. Then Hanayama walks away. The two guys then thinks. That was the guy. The brawler. The brawling master, Hanayama Kaoru. Never seen him for real before. Chiharu then said. Boss, I heard. You're gonna brawl with sumo. Hanayama replied. Just felt like it. We now move on outside Takegawa's mansion. Takegawa is saying. Since finishing his left shiko, he's had that right leg raised. For how long now, do you think? I'd say he's going on an hour. In the professional sports world, modernization of training is a must. Even Grand Sumo isn't exempt. In the sumo world, there's quite a number of rikishi who focus in on weight training. But the time-honored methods, like shiko, teppo, and suriashi, by no means have those gone away. But that shiko, at that height, held for that long. Then the god of sumo stomped the ground with such intensity. Takegawa then questioned. Kinryu-san. What does that do? It's a replacement for suriashi. But its intensity is far beyond suriashi's. If I had to compare it to something, it's similar to Chinese martial arts tanto. Tanto? It's a form of static training for building a martial arts type strength that you can't get through normal muscle training. Though, when I say it's static, that's how it looks from outside. He isn't anywhere near motionless. Just as a top is increasingly still the more it rotates. He's precisely, complicatedly, and powerfully moving. That's what I was told at the Forest of Sukune. It's a perfect balance. All of his muscles are being used at their maximum. I can't understand a whit of this business about Sukune. For example, his slightly bent arms are pulled at full force and, at the same time, pushed at full force. In the same way, his legs push away from the ground at full force and simultaneously bend at full force. And, of course, his palms grip at full force and open up at full force. On top of that, there's more. Sukune's arms and legs are twisted at full force toward him and away from him at the same time. It's a perfect full body exercise. The god of sumo then said. The real bout is tomorrow. I'm only tuning up today. This is tuning up. Tell us what you're hoping for going into this real bout. That goes without saying. I do seek a wholehearted contest of strength. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think the underground fighters are ready to compete with Grand Sumo? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, Apatrian of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isom Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Mystic Venus, David Fritz, Joshua Ash, Mars Kane, Brandon Zipperl, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Lowell, Ethan, Haas, Carrot, Brennan, and Will74. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about the start of the war between the underground fighters and the peerless Grand Sumo. Stay tuned.